What happened to Money Sign Suede in prison? Let's get into this. Now, I want to start this video off by saying this is my opinion of what happened. But due to my background, I kind of know exactly what he went through. In prison, every gang has a function or a way that they program or operate. Now, each gang is going to operate differently between their beliefs and their morals. At the end of the day, every gang think that their rules and regulations help their race become stronger or better people. Even though I am white, I used to be from a Hispanic organization that functioned very highly. Let me break down to you what it's like to function in prison. Just to start the day, you gotta have your shoes on and your mattress rolled up by 5 o'clock in the morning. We do this because they pop doors on accident. And mostly if you're in a section, it's mixed. So imagine being woke up to somebody stabbing you because they accidentally popped the wrong doors. So instead of us allowing this to happen, we just be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. You also got to study their education or their klecha or whatever they want to call it. You pretty much got to understand why you're willing to die for the cause that you're a part of. Every day you got to mandatorily work out. They do this so they're always prepared for war. Now, what's the repercussions if you don't want to do this or going against the grain? Well, you're going to get stabbed or they're going to kill you or take out the trash. The entire time I was in prison, I functioned. But there are going to be instances where there's inmates that just don't want to do it or they can't handle that much physical activity. But mostly they're just flat out lazy. Pretty much if you don't do what they tell you to do, you're going to die. And this is what I assume happened to Money Sign Suede. In prison, you're allowed to call your people, and Money Sign Suede was overheard talking to his girl about stuff that involved the gang. Pretty much just saying that he's sick of doing that and he just wants to come home. When his homies overheard him on the phone, they felt disrespected and they dealt with it. Money Sign Suede was fatally stabbed Tuesday night in a shower at the correctional training facility in Soledad, California. Remember, this happened April 26th of last year. But new details always emerge, and the latest I heard was that when you're in the street and you're gangbanging and you're becoming part of an organization, you don't understand what happens in prison. A lot of kids join gangs just because of their parents not being there and they just want to be part of something, and I don't blame them for that. There's a chance of you going to prison and learning what they're actually about and not agreeing with it. But once this happens, you're already committed to that gang and there's only one way out. Jamie Valdez, aka Money Sign Suede, was a very predominant rapper that was blowing up out of LA. He worked with some of the biggest artists in the underground scene. When you go to prison as a celebrity, everybody's already going to have a certain taste in their mouth for you and they're going to be jealous. So when his homies actually heard him say that he don't want to program and he don't want to be in a gang anymore, they had to do what they had to do. When the cops went in to count all the inmates at the night, they didn't know where Money Sign Suede was, and they found him unresponsive in the shower with barely a pulse. They tried to resuscitate him, but it didn't work, and he was later pronounced dead. When it comes to the gang lifestyle, stuff like this happens a lot. After I got out of prison, I decided I didn't want to associate with any of these people anymore. And that's exactly what he should have did, but he went about it the wrong way, and it cost him his life. And that's facts.